Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and I'm really excited because today we are talking about one of my absolute favorite planning topics, and that is budgeting. I have my Clever Fox budget planner and bill organizer here, and we are going to set some financial goals for July, talk about where my money is going, where it needs to go, and just what I'd like July to look like for me financially. So if you are looking for some budgeting tips and tricks, make sure to watch the whole video so you don't miss any of the ones that I'm sharing today, and that you are subscribed to our channel with that notification bell turned on so that you get notified each time we post a new video. Let's dive right in. All right, so there is nothing that helps me stay on track and feel like I am prepared for a new month like setting up a budget planner. This is the large budget planner and bill organizer, and what's amazing about this product is that you have space for your month goals, checklist, income, savings, a monthly calendar, and then you can create your monthly budget in addition to having an expense tracker. So it's definitely a more simplified version because you also have a monthly budget review. But it's a more simplified version of a really involved budget planner if you just want a space to be able to kind of keep track of everything, set some goals, and there's also space here for receipts and bills, which is really helpful for all of that organizing. So let's go ahead and we are going to get started. Okay, so month and year, we have July 2024, and this is undated, so I am going to go ahead and get this dated for the month. All right, now I like to start with this bottom section, even though we have more space at the top that we're going to fill out, because I like to make sure that my paydays and my bills are in here. So we are going to take these fun little payday corner stickers, and my paydays are Mondays unless there's a holiday. So we're going to, oh, and this is a 5 payday month. I love a 5 payday month. It's like just that extra week of pay is very helpful, especially in the summer. I feel like I tend to spend more money in the summer than in other seasons. And now we are going to put down my bills. So I'm actually just gonna grab a dot marker to note my bill due days, just because we have a little bit of a smaller calendar over here. So we're gonna use a little marker like this. I think we have one more here. Okay, and now we'll write down my bills here. And then this way I can also check them off once they've been paid. Now, this is a really simple bill calendar and payday calendar, but for me, it's very, very helpful to be able to see all of this. And you can also kind of judge which paydays may go towards which bills, if that is how you map out your bill calendar. For me, what I do is I break down my bills by each payday. So for example, my mortgage, I look at it that I will have 5 paydays. This is a different business payday, but I will have 5 regular paydays to be able to set aside a 5th of my mortgage so that it will be ready to be paid on August 1st. Same for my HOA. I will have 5 paydays to put that money aside. I will have 2 paydays really for my car insurance because it's auto pay on this day, so this payday doesn't really count for it. So depending on when the bill falls, I'll be able to see how many paydays I have to set up for that. So we are going to do this month's goals, and these are of course going to be financial goals. So let's put those down. And one goal is going to be add $1,000 to high yield savings, contribute $500 to retirement, and another goal is going to be map out remaining 2024 budget. Now, the checklist, we can also add this little bullet here. We'll link these in the description in case you're curious about where to grab them. I love bullet point markers. I just think that they're really helpful and convenient. Checklist. One of the things I need to do this month that I meant to do in June and it didn't happen, but meet with accountant. It didn't happen because my accountant never got back to me. But I need to meet with my accountant this month. I also need to review June spending, weekly spending check-in. Then I'm also going to write things that I need to be mindful of when making my budget for June. So one of these things will be my nephew's birthday. Another will be a vacation. I'm going to Montreal. And then the final will be, I'm gonna write car budget because I talked recently in a video that I just got a new car and I need to kind of take a look again at like my gas spending, and I'm spending a little bit more on the car than I used to. So it's just something to sort of evaluate. Then we have my income here. So I'm going to write full-time and part-time, and then I'll be able to write those amounts here. Savings, we're going to write my main savings, which are retirement, my extra mortgage. I want to make 2 extra mortgage payments this year. The next one is going to be home repairs and also home upgrades. There are certain things that need to get fixed, and there's also things that I want to do in the home. Some of the things that I want to do are replace the interior doors. I've talked about that a bit. I want to eventually, this is a long-term goal, but I want to add a second air conditioning zone. I have 4 levels of my house, and I only have one zone. And so when I have the air set low in the, downstairs, when I'm up in my office or my bedroom, it can be really hot. And I think that adding a second zone is going to help with that. So now we have these types of categories. So we have home, personal, food, transportation, healthcare, entertainment, loans, and other. So home, we are going to do, let's write cleaning, maintenance, we'll just do maint, and electric. So for cleaning supplies, we're gonna budget $30 for the month. For maintenance, I'm going to do $150. That'll go into a sinking fund. And for electric, I'm doing $170. That's actually also going to be my actual, because I've set up an equal payment plan with my electric company. Now that I've been in my house for an entire year, they're going off of my last year of usage. I could have done this when I moved last June, but I didn't want them going off of the usage of the previous owner. I wanted them going off of my usage. So I'm really happy with that. Now we're going to do groceries. I'm also going to do HelloFresh. And then I'm going to do restaurants in here instead of entertainment. So groceries, I have 5 paydays and I tend to do $50 a week. I don't always spend that because if my HelloFresh meals kind of cover my meals for the month, then I'm good. But I'm also going to do $200 for HelloFresh. I may not spend this much. I'm going to be away at least 2 weekends in July. And so I tend to skip this when I'm away, but that money can always go towards something else. And then restaurants, I'm going to do, let's do 200, but we're gonna change this a little bit when we get to an entertainment category. Healthcare, I don't need a ton to put aside here to budget for healthcare. My health insurance is covered from my job. So I'm going to do copays, which is the money that I owe when I go to the doctor's office. And that is $50 because I do have an appointment in July. And I'm also going to do medicine, and this I'm gonna do as $30. I have one monthly prescription that I pick up and it's just a few dollars, but I also like to have money set aside for if I get a cold and I need to get cold medicine, all of that kind of stuff. I don't have any loans, so this isn't a category that I need, so I'm just going to cross it off. Now let's switch over to transportation for a second. And I'm not putting my bills in here. I'm just putting my other types of spending, although I did put electric. So we can put my car bill. I have a car lease, so we can write lease payment, gas, and insurance. And before we continue filling that out, since I put those bills in, let's put the rest. So we have my mortgage, and that is $33.61.95. That also includes property taxes. Then we have my homeowners association fee, which is $450 a month. I'm gonna put my Peloton under healthcare because it's for my health. So I'm gonna do that for myself. And then under home, I'm also going to, we already did my electric, so I'm also going to do Optimum, which is my internet. And that's more home than entertainment for me because I use it for everything. I work from home and that's where that goes. But personal, I can do Verizon, which is my cell phone. And we can put here 146. Entertainment would definitely be Netflix. And this is 25. Health will definitely be my dental insurance. And that is 21.35. And I think we've got it. The only thing that's not in here for my bills is my credit cards, because what I'll tend to do is use a credit card for groceries and then pay it. So I don't quite have a credit card bill set in here yet. Okay, other personal things we're gonna put in here are manicure, pedicure, and I'm gonna budget 75 and 50. And then clothing. I may wanna pick up a few things this summer. Let's budget 100. And my nephew's birthday, we're going to budget 50. Now, for entertainment, I'm going to write Montreal, since this is a trip, and I'm going to budget $500 for spending while I'm there. That includes food and adventures, all different excursions or whatever it may be that we spend when we're there. I don't need to pay for gas. My boyfriend is driving us. He has a Tesla, so we just need to charge. So we may need to pay for like a charging station, but I'm going to give myself a $500 spending while we are there. And then for the other, I don't know if I actually like have any other to include because I feel like we made this pretty all encompassing. Now we are ready to add this up and do the math. So we have 30. 150, 170, 33, 61, 95, 450, 70. Just to make this easier, I'm gonna do some totals down here. So 4,231.95. Then we have 246.50, 50 plus 30 plus 44 plus 21, 35. This one would be, let's do 145.35. Then over here, 146. 75, 50, 100, 50, 421. I did not write these down. So here we have 429. The budget, 50 for gas. I don't tend to do a ton of driving. And then 122 for my car payment, or my car insurance. 429.50 plus 122. 601 and 525. And now we can total these up. So 4,231.95 plus 650 plus 145.35 plus 421 plus 601 plus 525. And our total is 7,874.30, which is a big number. It overwhelms me a little bit, but part of that is why I work more than one job. I do live in a high cost of living area, and working two jobs definitely helps. And then when I can see what my total actual will be after the monthly spending, that's where I can start to contribute to some of these savings goals with what is left over. So hopefully this video helps. If you have yet to set your monthly budget, now pull out your budget planner and bill organizer with me, and we can do it together. So I really love doing these budget videos. I feel like they, again, help me stay on track. And it's just a really good way to go into a new month. We will link this planner in the description of the video. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, you have the notification bell turned on, and you give this video a big ol' thumbs up. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.